What is up, guys? Welcome back. I'm really happy to see you all here once again. I really appreciate it. And today I'm going to be giving you guys a single fragrance review. And surprisingly, I was blown away as to how much I really enjoy this fragrance. We're talking none other than Armani Code Parfum. And this blew me away. It shocked me because I did not anticipate this at all. I could not have guessed as to how much I actually like this. And I say that because I'm not the biggest fan of Iris. Surprisingly, I'm not really an Iris lover. When it comes to Iris, to me, personally, I have to be very picky about it. It can be a very prominent Iris note. It can't overtake the whole fragrance when it comes to Iris fragrances. It's just my personal preference. I like my Iris fragrances to be subdued. I like the Iris to be subdued, very minimal, soft, and this is just that. At least to my nose personally, I find the Iris in here to be just right around the edges of the fragrance, bordering the fragrance from the outside in, and I love that. The Iris doesn't come off very strong. It's not in my face. It's not overbearing or overwhelming to my nose. And it just comes across very soft, sturdy, a bit rich. And overall, I can describe this fragrance as aromatic, powdery, woody, irisy, and with a touch of classiness, which I love. There is some tonka bean in here. There's some citrus notes off the top, some aldehydes. And I love that because it kind of tames down the Iris here. I think that's what's causing the Iris to not be so strong and powerful. And I love that. I love how they manage to balance everything just right when it comes to this fragrance. But to me, I find this very masculine, although, you know, it is unisex and you can wear whatever you want, ladies. But to me, this is very classy, very mature, and it's so versatile. I love how versatile this is. I can see myself wearing this in the spring, summer, fall, winter, you name it. Because although this does come across very irisy, powdery, soft, a bit sweet because of the tonka bean, it comes across as fresh as well because of the fresh notes in here. As I mentioned already, the aldehydes and the citrus notes. Slight green, there's some slight greenness in here. If I'm not mistaken, it's a bergamot leaf. That kind of gives it a nice, classy, fresh green take on this. Almost a completely different take from the rest. Because the rest, you know, you get that Armani Code DNA. I own Armani Code Absolute. And I've tried the other ones as well. And they all have, you know, its similarities. But to me, at least to my nose, I find this to be different in its own way, unique in its own way, and very enjoyable. Very enjoyable. It's so good. It's so addicting. It really does come across that way to me. It's so addicting. I don't usually reach for the same fragrance more than once in 1 week. I might wear it 1 week and then wait maybe a week and a half or 2 weeks to wear it again, just so that I won't get bored of it. But in this case, I found myself reaching for this 2 days after I wore this, just because I enjoyed it that much and I love it that much. It's so good. It's some stellar stuff. It really is. It's magnificent, honestly. If you are curious of owning an Iris fragrance that is versatile and not just a night out Iris fragrance, because I think that's how most Iris fragrances come across to me. Very grown up, mature, alluring, intense, heavy, dense. This writes a completely different story when it comes to an Iris fragrance. That is what stands out to me the most. The fact that it's soft, it's sturdy, it's not too loud, it's welcoming, it's alluring. You know, it makes you want to keep coming back to it. But I could smell it in the air almost throughout the whole life of the fragrance. From the moment that I sprayed it on to the end of the day, I could still get whiffs of it. So it's there. It's gonna make its presence known because, you know, it is a Parfum concentration. Parfum concentrations are basically, you know, they're the real deal, right? I guess that's one way that I can put it. I love parfums. Parfums to me are what I look for just because I know that they're going to last. I really enjoy the sillage. I really enjoy the sillage more than having it project super, super loud off your skin. You know, I don't want someone to be able to smell me from across the room. I would rather, you know, have someone smell me, you know, when they're nearby, get a whiff of it. That's how I enjoy my fragrances the most. And this does that just perfectly, just right. This is fantastic, guys. Try it out for yourself. It's some good stuff. Honestly, you can't go wrong. I think it's a staple in anyone's collection just because you will find out how easy going it is. It's not anything too complex, but it's also nothing simple either. It's very attractive, alluring, mysterious in its own way, but above all, the softness, the powderiness, it's what makes this one shine the most. Let me know what you guys think, if you've tried this or not. I would love to hear your opinions, you know, your take on this fragrance down in the comments below. Till next time, guys, take care.